Hey, just shutting my gates. I'm walking back to shut the last gate towards the house. If you could see it, no, you can't see it. The neighbor dog is here as well. Gail saw the neighbor dog, and he loves the neighbor dog. Anyways, well, yeah, you really can't see anything. I can see the moon, I guess. But, it's funny, like I'm looking at the phone and you can't see really anything on the phone. I could still see some, like, I mean, I closed the gate without a flashlight, but I don't know, I could see pretty well in the dark. But anyways, I'm rambling now. So hello, Bill. Hey! Anyways, what I wanted to talk about really briefly is how... Oh, vem cá, Cajinha. Vem. Hold on, I'm just locking the gate here. But what I wanted to talk about is how, every now and again this happens, okay? How people say David Benjamin is a cult leader, right? Based on, like, nothing. And then they say mark and avoid. Yet they never do, right? They never do. And you would think, with their supposed new hearts, where they're so spiritual all the time, that they would, not stalk somebody's channel. And, I mean, show me that in the Bible where Paul marked and avoided somebody, but then he actually didn't. And just, he didn't have YouTube, obviously, but I mean, like, where he just told all the churches about a certain person all the time. And, it just doesn't happen because he avoided them, right? And even if you think David's wrong, and, in this context, that's laughable, but even if you do think he's wrong, why aren't you avoiding him? If you think that he's some cult leader and, Greg's number 2 or whatever in the call and everybody else is in the cult, like, why aren't you avoiding people then? With your supposed new heart, where you're just like walking in all of God's ways. Man, it is dark here. Let me put up the light. But anyways, this is a little off topic too. I just think it's hilarious where, like, people are, like, really afraid of being out in the country in the dark. But anyways, like, look, and it's also funny because every time people get mad at David, also, it's like they pretend that they don't care about you know, what's going on with us, but then it's like, especially in David's case, they're just like constantly talking about him, to where it's like he has to like address situations because he's like being constantly talked about. Where like in a lot of cases, I only know a little bit about what's going on because David has to address it so much, and then I'm like, oh man, they're like really just talking crap about whatever, you know, negative about him or whatever, like. And then it's like, well, and it's like you go to these like people's walls or whatever, and you just glance at the comments of some of their videos, and it's just a bunch of garbage. And look, it's like Gamaliel, after Paul quit being a Pharisee. Look, I'm not saying David's a Pharisee. I'm just making the point that after Paul quit being a Pharisee, like, he didn't, like, tell all the churches about Gamaliel being a cult leader. And, you know, every epistle he's, like, talking about Gamaliel. Or something Gamaliel taught. Because he marked and avoided him. And again, I don't think David is a false teacher, but if you think he's a false teacher, and you think we're false teachers, like, why aren't you avoiding us? And I remember last year, when I pointed that out about Nathan from that channel, God's Teeth Ministry, some of these people now that can't avoid David Benjamin, you know, and like they were laughing their butts off when I pointed that out about Nathan, about how he thinks we're heretics, yet he doesn't want to avoid us, you know. But, anyways, I'll try to make in some other Bible-related videos tonight, Lord willing. Some shorter ones. I'm gonna go take a shower. It's been a long day.